perjury. Second, you have a right to counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you if they have not been already. Third, you have a right to communicate with your attorney, family, and friends, and if necessary, you'll be provided a reasonable means to do so. To the family, friends, witnesses, and alleged victims, thanks for taking the time to be here. We're grateful for your participation. If you'd like to speak, I'll give you that chance, but anything you say will be under oath and may be used against you in a criminal proceeding for perjury. If you choose to speak, you're required to answer questions from me, the state attorney, the public defender, and any other attorney representing the parties. Mr. Cartillo.
Esta es la lista de causas de primera comparecencia del 13º Circuito Judicial en el Condado de Hillsborough. La ley de Florida requiere que usted sea traído frente a un juez dentro de 24 horas después de su arresto para que se fije una fianza para todos los cargos en su contra y para establecer cualquier otra condición de su liberación. Cuando llame su nombre, por favor, póngase de pie. El juez leerá los cargos en su contra, fijará la fianza y cualquier otra condición. Como que usted es el abogado, es decir, la persona que está acusada de un delito, se me requiere informarle 3 cosas. Primero, usted no está obligado a decir nada y todo lo que diga puede ser usado en contra de usted en un procedimiento legal, incluido uno de perjurio. Segundo, usted tiene derecho a tener un abogado. Si no puede como pagar un abogado, se le asignará uno si es que ya no ha sido asignado. Tercero, usted tiene derecho a comunicarse con su abogado, su familia y sus amigos, y de ser necesario se le brindarán los medios razonables para hacerlo. A los familiares, amigos, testigos y presuntas víctimas, gracias por tomarse el tiempo para estar aquí. Les agradecemos su participación. Si desea hablar, yo le daré esa oportunidad, pero todo lo que diga va a ser bajo juramento, puede ser usado en contra de usted en un procedimiento legal como perjurio. Si decide hablar, se requiere que responda tanto mis preguntas como las de la Fiscalía, el abogado de oficio y cualquier otro abogado que represente a las partes.
Thank you. The first case that I have is page 108, Rashad Murphy.
Present, FRJ.
Good afternoon. For the defense, please.
Donna Perry on behalf of the Public Defender's Office.
Thank you, Ms. Perry. All right, Mr. Murphy, you are charged with 1 count of premeditated murder in the first degree with the discharge of a firearm, 1 count of murder in the first degree premeditated, and 3 counts of attempted murder in the first degree. Ms. Masseri.
Yes, Your Honor. First, I would like to note that according to the indictment, count 2 is a murder in the first degree under a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
So that just lowers it from a capital offense to a life felony.
Okay.
And now, as to each count, the state has filed a motion for pretrial detention. I ask for that motion to be set on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday morning.
Ms. Perry.
That's fine.
All right. Mr. Murphy, the state has filed a motion for pretrial detention against you on all 5 of the charges in the indictment. That motion is going to be heard on Tuesday, September the 3rd. September the 3rd at 10 a.m. in front of Judge Michelle Cisco. That will be Trial Division 1 in Courtroom 10. At that time, we will dispose of the motion. If any part or all the motion is denied, we'll set bail and any conditions of release on the charges against you. Ms. Perry, anything on scheduling or anything else that you need to let me know about?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Page 93, Rasul Hakim.
Present, FRJ.
Mr. Hakim, you are charged with, I'm sorry, for the defense, please.
Your Honor, Jennifer Strofe on behalf of Mr. Hakim.
Thank you, Ms. Strofe. Sir, you're charged with 1 count of attempted murder in the second degree with a firearm causing great bodily harm, another count of attempted murder in the second degree with a firearm discharge, and 1 count of shooting at, within, or into a vehicle. Ms. Masseri.
Yes, Your Honor. The state has filed a motion for pretrial detention as to counts 1 and 2, both attempted murders. I ask for that to be set on Tuesday morning as well, and for count 3 to be addressed at that time.
Ms. Strofe.
Your Honor, I'll be opposing the motion for pretrial detention, but I believe that'll be best suited with a motion that's in writing.
Okay. And that's fine, and that can be addressed. So we will set the state's motion for pretrial detention on Tuesday morning, September the 3rd, in front of Judge Gowdy, Trial Division 2, Courtroom 51A, 10 o'clock on Tuesday, September the 3rd. Mr. Hakim, at that time, the state will address, or Judge Gowdy will address, bail and any conditions of release on the additional count of shooting at, within, or into a vehicle. And Ms. Strofe, I'm sure Judge Gowdy will be fine to consider whatever you put in writing and present her.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Judge, what time was that?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Page 45 is Arthur Williams.
was released, or he got picked up by Polk County already. The deputies informed me.
Okay. Mr. Hunt?
So he's waived, Your Honor.
Okay, so he's waived. So he'll be held on the out-of-county warrants and transferred to Polk County if he hasn't been already. Those will remain set at 0 bond. All right, Mr. Interpreter.
Remain seated. Come to order. Court is now in session.
All right, good morning, everyone. Have a seat. All right, are we anticipating anyone appearing via Zoom? Okay, all right, really good. All right, I'm gonna close that again. All right, and if everyone could identify themselves for the record, starting with the state.
Good morning, Your Honor. Anna Ismer for the state.
Scott Harmon for the state.
Okay, and then is Alicia Andrews present?
Good morning, Maria Junker on behalf of Ms. Andrews. She is present and to my right.
Okay, very good. Isaiah Chance.
Morning, Your Honor. Justin Treatise on behalf of Mr. Chance, who is present.
And I'm sorry, tell me your last name.
Treatise?
Treatise?
Treatise, yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
How do you spell that?
Petredis.
Okay, thank you. All right, and Mr. Chance is where? Okay, good morning. And then Sean Gathright.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Michelle Rayner on behalf of Mr. Gathright. He's present, and then Bob Sharma.
Okay, and are you Mr. Gathright? Okay, good morning. All right, so we're here for arraignment, and have you all entered written notices already?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. So I guess the question is, at this point, do you know if you're waiving speedy trial or not? And you can remain seated. You're fine. You don't have to keep popping up and down.
Yes, Your Honor. Once again, for the record, Attorney Michelle Rayner on behalf of Mr. Gathright. I, at this point, will be waiving speedy trial on behalf of my client.
Okay, and
On behalf of Ms. Andrews, I'll stand just because the
Okay.
podium's in my way. We yet have not made a decision. We would like to review discovery and discuss that with Ms. Andrews prior to making that decision.
okay, and Mr. Petraeus?
Yes, Your Honor. We will waive speedy trial on behalf of Mr. Chance.
Okay. And then there is a fourth co-defendant that is currently incarcerated up in Duval County, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And what's the status with that defendant?
The defendant, Mr. Murphy, had pending charges in Duval County. Those charges have since resolved, and he should be transported to Hillsborough shortly.
Okay, do we know when?
We do not have an anticipated date of transportation.
Okay, and so has he been arrested on the outstanding, I'm assuming there was an outstanding warrant from Hillsborough?
The most recent outstanding case when the indictment was filed was executed.
Okay, so Speedy's running for him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, so have you all, so you don't know yet exactly when he's being transported back?
We do not, Your Honor.
Okay, do you know what his next court date is in Duval County?
As of Friday, the pending charges he had in Duval County had been no filed, so we anticipate that it will be shortly within the next few weeks.
Okay. So, when does Speedy run for those that have not yet waived?
For Miss Andrews, February 7th, Your Honor.
Okay.
And for Rashad Murphy, it would be, it should be in February as well. We would have to check the date.
But we're looking at
exactly,
February
but we're also looking at February.
Okay. So, Ms. Dunker, I'll give you a couple weeks to get whatever discovery you can get, but then I need to know whether or not you're waiving Speedy.
I understand.
Okay. So, I'm going to set a status for the 3 co-defendants that are here. Are you available September the 5th? You all available?
Yeah, Your Honor, what time?
Whatever time works. You tell me.
The only issue is that, I can probably do like a 9 a.m. because I'm going to be coming from Pinellas County.
Sure.
That works for me.
Mr. Travis?
I have a 9 o'clock Zoom hearing, unfortunately, on the 5th.
What type of hearing is it?
It's just a status check and an injunction case from Judge Baroni, so I don't anticipate long, but it should start right at 9, I assume. I think we're the only.
Can we do 9:30 here? 9:30 here?
That's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna set the co-defendants that are present here today for status at 9:30, and we will set the arraignment for Mr. Murphy on September the 5th at 9:30, and assume he's gonna be here. And if there's, Stan, I need you to follow up on that to make sure he's being transported. If you need a writ or anything from me, you need to let me know, but he needs to be here by that date.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? All right. Anything further from anybody? Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. I just wanted to let the court, make the court aware, and also the state as well. As the court may know, I am an elected state representative, and so I know that there's going to be chunks of time where I'm constitutionally unavailable.
Sure.
So I'm going to, we don't have some of those dates. We have the session dates, of course, but committee weeks, we don't really have those nailed down. As soon as I get those, I will send a notice of unavailability pursuant to the statute, but I just wanted to kind of make the court aware of that, so and also the parties, so that we know.
Sure, and I appreciate that. And really, the main driver of this is going to be whether or not the two outstanding co-defendants that have not yet waived speedy, whether or not they're going to waive speedy. So that will be the driving force. But we'll know how things are looking by the time I see you guys back here on September the 5th. And hopefully, Ms. Rayner, your schedule is fleshed out a little bit more so you can give me some guidance as far as your availability for trial, should we have to set it before speedy runs.
Thank you.
All right, very good.
Thank
Anybody
you.
else need anything? Okay,
Yeah.
very good. See you all then. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court's adjourned.
So Wednesday. I don't think I'll have it.
District.
Yeah, so I need to look